All right. Today we're going to be talking about external hygiene. Some things that go into that. The idea of knowledge, the idea of resources, and the idea of the interconnectedness of all these areas of hygiene. All right. When I get into mental, emotional hygiene, and when I get into environmental hygiene, when I get into internal hygiene, all of this stuff is connected, and that's the whole point of this series. Okay, so specifically today we're talking about external hygiene, but this is going to seem like an internal hygiene video again because so much of our external hygiene hinges upon executing our internal hygiene. So we can't have external hygiene unless we have good internal hygiene. All right. It's going to affect how you smell. It's going to affect how your breath smells. It's going to affect the quality of your skin, whether or not you have severe acne and different things. The internal body affects it all. All right. So what you want to do is educate yourself. Knowledge and resources. Those are the two things that you need to execute a good external hygiene routine. All right. So the knowledge. Now, the knowledge means the basics like shower and brush your teeth and wash between your toes and that sort of thing. Knowledge also means looking further when the brushing your teeth and flossing and the Listerine isn't getting rid of your bad breath. You have to look further. What could be causing that? And usually it's some sort of bacteria overgrowth in your body, which is usually fueled by sugar or lack of water and so on. So obtaining the knowledge, being investigative, not just taking what you think you know or what you learned when you were 12 or what you heard from the grapevine for granted and losing hope when it comes to, oh man, my acne won't get better. I keep using this whatever the nonsense product and it's not improving. Well, have you tried a substantial campaign of drinking water? I guarantee you it's going to help. It's going to help that medication or whatever you're using on it work more effectively. Okay, that sort of thing. We need to arm ourselves with knowledge when it comes to external hygiene, because my breath was embarrassingly terrible. Okay, I had bad self-esteem in part because of it. I knew, I could taste it in my mouth that I was not in the right when it came to my breath. Even though I was brushing my teeth and flossing and so on, it wasn't improving. So I had to get knowledge. My brother actually put me onto some knowledge about bacteria overgrowth, candida, which you should look up. Candida. It affects not only your breath, but it's going to affect all your organs and definitely your feet and so on. And it's a fungus or bacteria that lives in your stomach. And there's things that you can do internally to fix the external expression of that bacteria overgrowth. Drink more water, slow down or stop with the sugar, especially the processed sugar. Bring more probiotics into your diet. Balance your diet out, period, with fiber and protein and fats and so on. All right. So the knowledge, it's crucial. Okay. Arm yourself with knowledge. Don't get frozen. for a while there with my breath problem, I was frozen. I felt like I was doing the things that I was supposed to do to fix it. When those things didn't work, I was just frozen. I didn't know what else to do. And luckily somebody else helped me out. That's what this video is about. So hopefully I can help somebody else just by telling them, hey, look outside the box, think outside the box, use Google and figure it out. Okay? You know, look at something other than WebMD. You know, drink some water. You know, so there's knowledge, and then there's resources. Maybe you don't have the ability to soak your feet. You don't have a tub. All you have is a stand-in shower. So you never get a chance to get some of that callus layer off. And so there's a fungus that really grows in that callus layer, and you just can't get rid of it. So how are you going to adjust? How are you going to create resources? Maybe you don't have a shower at all. Maybe you have to share it with, you know, everybody across the hall. There's solutions for that. $10 a month gets you a membership at Planet Fitness. And you can go in and take a shower. Maybe the water in you have a shower in a bathtub, but the water is just poisonous, you know. Maybe at school or at work there's access to a shower where you can just put your knowledge into action. Okay, so that's the main thing with external cleanliness. Of course there's all sorts of other things that go into it, like haircuts and plucked eyebrows and trimmed mustaches and fake nails and nail polish and being on fleek and you know, just all sorts of things that go into it. The fun stuff, you know, the putting on some cologne, you know, because you want to accentuate your balanced natural musk. All right, every human being has a natural smell to them. All right, that isn't like roses. It's definitely not roses. Okay, but if you're balanced internally, in terms of drinking enough water, having a good diet, you're not deficient in some things, you're giving your liver and your kidneys some help with processing food and liquids and things, that natural musk is where it's at. It attracts us to other people. We're supposed to have it. All right, and the fun part is putting on some lotion. You know, you layer up some lotion and then you put some deodorant on, and then you put a little bit of some cologne or perfume, and then you smell good, you look good, so on, you feel good, and then you can think more clearly, you're more intelligent when you feel good, so on and so forth. And all of a sudden your life has changed because you got the knowledge, and you put the knowledge and the resources together, and you're a more pleasant to be around person. You're a more hygienic person, okay, and you're able to approach colleagues and clients and potential significant others and go on blind dates and just be in public, and all these things that can be very much hampered by poor hygiene or seeming poor hygiene. Of course, there's people with conditions and things that will create the idea or the perception that these people aren't clean, and those people have to work harder. They have to find different resources, but it does come back to resources and knowledge. All right, so it's, you know, with this particular aspect of hygiene, it's not instructional necessarily. It's more, I'm trying to be inspirational. I want to fuel the dialogue more so than create the dialogue. with this video, and I really hope that you get something from it. I've like I said, that the breath was the main thing. I mean, good hygiene, can be tricky sometimes, and it's not. It's something you have to do every day. That's why it's a routine. That's why it's a ritual. That's why I'm encouraging you to form routines and so on, because because once you have the knowledge and the resources, you create a routine, and then every day you walk out and you're like, oh, I'm rocking whatever kind of look that I want with my clothing and so on, but I know it's underpinned and underwritten by good hygiene, technically good hygiene in terms of drinking water and so on and so forth. So that's about it for the this portion of the hygiene series. Further down the road, we're going to be talking about environmental hygiene, as well as mental, emotional, and spiritual hygiene. And we're going to talk about also how all of these things are interconnected in a summary video. All right. Thanks for tuning in. As always, peace and respect, and get out there and get your knowledge and resources together. Let's all look good, smell good, and feel good.